All right, so who are you guys?
Who are we? I'm Justin,
And I'm Lori.
and together we are Gloomsday. Beyond that, we're just we're a band. We play music, like ridiculous songs at ridiculous volumes, or not so ridiculous volumes.
All right, you guys formed the band around 2007, around that time.
Yeah, we were playing together in another band before that called Knives. It was pretty much the same band. And then we changed our name, and that was around 2007, yeah.
That was a two-piece, or
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, we changed our name in 2010.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got that all wrong.
No, it's okay. We we started a band with a friend of ours, and that band was called Building Better Monsters. And then we did that for a while. We did that for a while. we start yeah. We've been playing. We've been Gloomsday since 2010.
How did you guys get started? Well, let's just say how did you start playing guitar or bass or whatever?
I don't know. It's just I started playing instruments, before high school, and I've been in and out of music projects since then. So, as far as working with Lori, we met years before we actually started playing music together.
I got started in high school, like playing guitar and stuff. But I didn't start playing drums until playing music with Justin. Like, I was playing bass with him, and yeah, he likes to play guitar, and I was like wanted to learn drums, and I asked him to teach me, and yeah, however many years later, we're still doing it.
Now you guys are, excuse me, you guys are living in San Diego. Have always been from San Diego?
No, we're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. How long you been out here?
We moved to San Diego the winter of 2004.
Both of you?
Yeah, together.
Yeah, we met in Milwaukee and moved out to San Diego together. Yeah, it's home now.
Music for the music or get away
Change of
from
pace.
snow?
Yeah, pretty much. Just change of pace. We like the weather here. We had a small handful of friends that already lived here, so
Sunshine and palm trees.
yeah.
All right, can't beat that, right? Let's say, what was your biggest influences?
They've-
Well, let's just say
Go
early
through-
in your
earlier?
career.
Oof, earlier.
Let's say in high school when you started. What was your biggest influences?
Slayer.
Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
My biggest influence was not Slayer. But
That's wrong.
I guess I was listening to a lot of like Riot Girl in high school, and was really inspired by that, seeing other women on stage playing music. All the bands I had listened to up to that point, like Finding Riot Girl, was always a bunch of guys, and I never really thought that women could do it too until I was introduced to that scene, and so that definitely inspired me and kind of gave me the courage, I guess, to play music.
And was it just full Slayer, heavy metal head, or
no,
what?
that's
Because there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I pretty much when I discovered Slayer, funny enough, I was in middle school, and I was meeting people who were involved in music. So everyone was trying to be in a band. So I never really thought about music. I've been an artist my whole life. I've been drawing and painting before I got involved in music, and music for me was just another way to hang out with your friends and do something creative. It's the process of whether it's good or bad. Just the process of it is just always important to me. I think. I was kind of a lonely kid growing up, and then just being able to have friends and collaborate and write music together was pretty important to me. And Slayer was just one of the more amusing bands. And I mean, I was just discovering music too. You know, it's always been there. I've always liked it, but and Slayer wasn't the first band I liked. It was the band that made me want to play guitar, because those solos were ridiculous. And I've heard like classic rock solos, which are great, but I don't know, Slayer solos really, I don't know, they got my attention just because they were so weird. But yeah, and then I got my hands on a guitar and I just started trying to play as fast as I could, and then, you know, I matured, you know, and then, you know, but stronger influences beyond that, it's definitely punk and indie rock. As I got into high school, of course, bands like from Jane's Addiction to like Fugazi, stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot more bands, but those are the ones that stick out to me a lot.
Now, like in today's world, that's your influences now would be more on the punk thing, or
there's so much. It currently my influence span from like indie rock to like stoner metal, and no, it's always like I never have a good answer for this question.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
I'm inspired by sounds more than like a specific genre. Something that's more like that comes from something, like where vocalists have a message lyrically. You know, I'm not much into bands that solely just sing about heartbreak. You know, like here's another song about a girl, or here's another song about a boy. Here's another song about me breaking my stupid heart. You know, I don't care about songs like that really. So I'm not bagging on love songs. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. Same with you, Lori?
Today's
influences.
Today's influences.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had like a black hole for any music, contemporary music that was coming out for like a decade. Like I just was so
Same
disconnected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like just in the past few years, I started tapping into like bands that are out playing now, besides local bands, and there's a lot of really cool stuff happening, like out of LA, like Cherry Glazer, right?
Yeah.
That what she's doing and the folks she's playing with, it's like super cool. I don't know, and you'd like King Tuff and like Kurt Vile. I don't know, there's all kinds of like really cool stuff that started happening when I was in my black hole of music, but yeah.
Now is that? I mean,
This thing?
Yeah, the one that keeps vibrating.
I don't know.
Put it outside. It got banished. Can I go?
Yeah.
Now, as far as your influences, is that influencing the two-piece that you guys have, or
No,
what's the reasoning, if there is, what's the reasoning behind a two-piece for you guys?
It's less work, even though it's a lot more work. Yeah. Just because me and Lori have worked so well together.
It's easy playing together. Like there was a show we had, we were asked to play for like 3 hours. We were the only band, and we were like, what are we gonna do? And we ended up just jamming, which we'll do all the time at practice. And we've been playing together for so long, and we can read each other's cues really well, and we jammed for like, I don't know, 30 or 45 minutes. Like, so I guess, I mean, we both like such a variety of music. So liking is one thing, but then what we bring into the music we write, I don't know. It's never intentional. Like those influences are never intentional, but some songs will be heavier and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like from your the first EP from Gloomsday to the last one,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel you guys have found your sound?
Yeah, I think what's pretty integral to our sound are the instruments we play. Well, I use a baritone guitar, and that has like a unique sound in its own, and you can only play a baritone guitar a certain way. You can't play it like a bass, you can't play it like a guitar. It's like somewhere in the middle, and with that, you're limited, and you can expand on that. So our sound is very specific just to the way the baritone sounds. So I come up with riffs or parts that I can't do on a bass or a guitar. So I think that helps have a original sound or a unique sound or a different sound.
Well, I don't know if we've found our sound. I mean, I feel
True.
like I feel like a sound, or being in a band, like finding your sound is part of the joy and discovery you have, like writing music with someone else, where the songs you write, you're always growing, you're always learning something new, learning from each other, learning from other musicians that we play music with, because we're both in other bands, and kind of, I don't know, I feel like we're always gonna be finding our sound as long as we keep playing music together, because it's never really been like, oh, we're gonna be like this kind of band. And yeah.
Right.
I think that's why that's why.
That's what.
Yeah, like
I mean,
she
well,
said.
even in then, has there ever been talk of an extra person, or in the future, or before, or
A
anything?
while ago, I brought up maybe getting somebody to play keyboard, like have like an organ sound. I thought that would be.
I mean, it would sound rad, but
Yeah.
it's just, and it would be awesome. And every time we've played in other bands, like us with other people too, and it's something you were talking about earlier, Justin, was like being friends, and it's part of building those relationships. And I mean, the kind of friendship you have with people that you play music with, you can't, like, nothing compares to that. It's like it's a different kind of I don't know, intimacy that like what you share musically. But yeah, I don't know if the formula of Gloomsday would work with a third person. It's like, yeah, it's us.
We've had friends that we've jammed in this room before, but we ended up just jamming out or writing stuff that's completely different than what we do. So
it's like what that mix of people and their influences and what they like, and like what that brings into what you end up creating. It's always gonna change it. And so
well, from right there, what is your, maybe if you have one, what is your writing process?
Sometimes myself or Lori will just have an idea, a concept, and we present it to each other, or we run through a set getting ready for a show, and we'll just jam a little bit, and we just wrote a song right from there. There's really no single process that we work off of.
So not like lyrics come first, rhythm comes first. It just whatever comes
it
first.
changes. It's like there have been times where I've like, I really like this groove. I want to play this groove in a song, and then Justin will write something along to it, or I'll hear Justin practicing guitar, and I'll be like, dude, what was that? That was rad. Like, I want to, like, let's make that something. And yeah, it changes every time. But Justin's the primary songwriter. He sings more, and so usually he writes all the lyrics and everything. So yeah,
She contributes to lyrics.
sometimes. I just don't want to sing them.
Now, I see you guys have, we're in your space here. Now, the equipment you guys use, how has that evolved? Well, what are you using right now? Let's start with the drums.
Well, this kit Justin got when we first moved to San Diego. He was playing drums in a band, and so he got this Gretsch Catalina. And then there's some pieces kind of mixed in there. And then a couple years ago, this became kind of our practice set, and he found another set and wrapped it in blue sparkles for me, because I kept bitching about how I wanted sparkly drums for on stage, because the light hits it and it looks awesome. But yeah,
Oh boy.
someone's here.
Okay, so we touched on the drums. Now, to the Master Blaster sound over here of the guitar, what are we using?
Well, I use two different amps, and each amp, one's a bass amp, one's a guitar amp, and each amp has a small series of pedals I use. So on the board, I pretty much have pedals that I use through the guitar amp and like one half of the board, and the pedals I use for the bass amp are on the other. So it's pretty much it.
Playing
Yeah.
through them simultaneously.
Yeah. Sometimes one before the other. Like I'll just use a guitar. I'll mute the bass amp for when I'm doing like intros for songs. So yeah.
All right, from you guys' whole catalog, individually, what is your favorite song to play?
From our whole catalog, my favorite song to play changes a lot. I'll really like playing a song for a while, and I'll be like, I hate that song. I don't want to play it
Like
anymore.
right now, if we said you had a show tonight going on, what's the song you have to play? Lori's gonna put her foot down. I'm playing this song.
I'm really liking playing Vacation Gloom right now. Yeah. That's been in every set for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? Same thing?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's it really is one of the funnest songs I think we have to play live.
Okay. So you guys been a band for 10 years, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Whereabouts? Just really quickly, whereabouts have you toured?
We're about to do our 6th West Coast tour. And
Yeah, we've gone up to Seattle and back down.
Like, have you guys been to East Coast or
No.
overseas at all? Or anything?
We've played, no, but being from Milwaukee, we've gone back to visit, and we've played Milwaukee, Madison, Chicago. We went the furthest east besides that we've gone. We played in Austin, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay, now a personal question for myself, because you guys are from Milwaukee. Are you guys still Packer fans?
I'm not a televised sports fan,
Okay.
so
We'd have
No.
to crush 'em. Nothing. You guys? Nothing for you?
No comment.
All right, just a couple of quick ones. Well, you know what? You guys been out here for a long time. How do you guys feel about the San Diego music scene right now?
I think it's good.
The San Diego music scene is really awesome. It's like I I mean, being outsiders, we've been welcomed into it, and everyone is so kind and supportive, and so many new bands have started because of all the friendships we've made, and some of the bands playing right now are so awesome, and like it's such an honor to be part of that and to have those people in our circle. It's pretty awesome.
All right. Okay, I want to shoot you guys some quick ones. I need some quick answers. All right. No BSing. All right?
Justin.
All right. I'll give you a couple seconds to just prepare yourselves. All right. You ready? First record you bought with your own money.
That will be License to Ill by Beastie Boys.
First record I bought with my own money was Green Day Dookie.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
A little rap, hip hop, and we'll call it punk. All right. Best food to eat while listening to Gloomsday. Oh man, he's sweating. Look at him.
Taco pizza.
What the hell?
Best food to eat while listening to Gloomsday is pizza balls.
Pizza balls.
Pizza balls. All right. I can think of pizza balls. First concert ever attended.
First concert ever attended, New Kids on the Block.
Right.
Air Supply.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. Not my choice. But I'm glad I went.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember who they played with?
No, it was at the county. They played at the county fair in Madison, and I was just my mom's.
Wow. No, that threw me for a loop. Didn't expect that one. Air Supply. It dust that name off. Yeah. All right. How do you guys feel about Parmesan cheese on tacos?
That sounds disgusting. Parmesan cheese on tacos. I'm not down.
I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
No.
We don't.
Not
Yeah. We eat vegan, and yeah.
Oh, you guys are vegan?
Yeah.
We're vegan, and I think some of our songs are
no.
about that
Does
anyway.
that just scrap the rest of your questions?
Some of our songs are about that, but
No. The vegan's cool. As you can tell, I'm not. Of course, but that's cool. You know. Yeah.
but even if we weren't, Parmesan cheese on tacos is a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. So it'd be either given or taken the best piece of advice you've gotten. What's that statue of the guy sitting? Yeah.
I'll let Justin answer this one first.
Make it be quick. Just,
The best advice I still stand by that I've gotten is always give the touring band the most cut, if not all the cut.
Some of the best advice I've gotten is actually from this guy right here telling me to practice. Yeah.
There's your main influence right there. Can you give me 5 minutes? Yeah. Just give me 5. I'm just gonna ask you real quick. Okay. I'm gonna record. Hey George.
What?
I'm gonna record something for the radio show.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, do you need video?
Huh?
Do you need video for that?
Go ahead. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm about to run out of space. That's why I was like.
If you got it, if don't, no big deal. Yeah. I says, okay.